Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know.
Subscribe to Master J and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of his fired uploads.
The Houston Rockets are a very interesting team. And for the next few years, they are just interesting. I mean, like, we're looking at this team that can remain their competitiveness while without rebuilding at all. I mean, like, they own the Nets' future, so they can, try to build a team that make the playoffs, that will try to win a championship while they're getting draft picks. And that kind of remind me of the Boston Celtics. They were draft capital back at the time, owning draft picks, so making the playoffs while getting lottery picks, and they can worry about the future while contending at the same time. And that's what the Houston Rockets could potentially do. But right now they are struggling. And ever since that James Harden trade, new guys are coming in. They're working up their chemistry. And now we want to hear the truth. We all want to hear the truth of how good is the Rockets, what's their plan and their future. And you came to the right place. What is up, guys? My name's Master J, and welcome back to the channel. And today I will be talking about the truth of the Houston Rockets and what do they have. And I just want to say, before we start this off, please subscribe and turn on the notification and smash the like button. It really help a lot. And let's get to the video. And let's just say the man who saved the Houston Rockets is none other than this guy, and he really saved them. When at the time, when Daryl Morey and Mike D'Antoni left the Rockets, we thought the Rockets were doomed. They were in a toxic culture, and everything was just not going right until this man arrived. And that man is none other than Rafael Stone. Yes, when the Houston Rockets started, signing Rafael Stone as their new GM, we all thought, he wasn't in any GM talk, so we didn't think he'll be much of a game changer for the Rockets. And so far, he's been doing pretty impressive. And in fact, in my books, I think he can potentially win the Executive of the Year eventually. I don't know about this year, but he's been making great moves, and he keep on doing this. He will be one of the best GMs we've ever seen in NBA history. Now let's just take a look at his Rafael Stone's GM moves off season. We are looking at, this guy is just started one-time GM and right there already signed Christian Woods to a 3-year, $41 million deal. He is right now averaging 23.5 points, 10.8 rebounds, 1.4 assists, and right now he is looking like an all-star this year. I think he will make the all-star and the most improved player candidate. And for DeMarcus Cousins, they signed him to a 1-year, $2.5 million deal. See what he can bring to the team. And right now, not too impressive, but he's looking like his normal self. He is on minute restrictions, so of course, he is not doing that great, but I think he will snap it back into the middle of the season, averaging 8.8 points, 7.8 rebounds, 2.6 assists, and then trading for John Wall, swap John Walls for Russell Westbrook and got a first-round pick in return, who's averaging 18 points, 4.0 rebounds, and 5.4 assists. So far, these moves, I don't think they're in any regrets right now. I mean, like, Christian Wood is better than ever. Same for DeMarcus Cousins. And John Walls, he's playing like his normal self. We have seen that explosiveness. It is still in him. Now, if you all still remember the James Harden drama, he's been playing not as great. He's been causing drama, and it wasn't looking great. And so Rafael Stone finally traded him to the Brooklyn Nets, and he got a pretty good haul for James Harden, and I think it's a win for the Rockets. So in the trade, originally they were getting Karis LeVert, but Rafi Stone decided to swap him out and trade him to Indy for Victor Oladipo, which is a win-win for both organizations right there, as Victor Oladipo will go on averaging 21.8 points, 4.8 rebounds, and 4.3 assists. Now about Victor Oladipo, obviously he fits in the Rockets. We saw that he fit with John Walls, Christian Woods, DeMarcus Cousins, and he might be better than ever. I mean, definitely, I don't think he will stay in the Rockets for that long because his contract will be up this season, and he has been talking about that he still wants to go to the Miami Heat. Now the Houston Rockets still has time to impress him and show what they can do, and maybe he can resign with the Rockets, but I think he'll go with the Miami Heat most likely. So, but this is still a win because Victor Oladipo will be bringing a lot of money to the table, and they can sign someone. Or I don't know. I'm not sure what Rafael Stone will do with that, but they still got the Nets' future. But if they were lucky enough to resign Victor Oladipo and convince him, that'll be a win. They'll they own 3 first-round picks and 4 pick swaps for the with the Brooklyn Nets, and so that's basically 7 picks right there. And if the Nets really don't, you know, play great with this duo, or somehow they leave, which I think that will eventually, like the stars, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, or Kevin Durant, if they do leave, they will be getting heavy lottery protected picks right there. And they also, they get a star, which the Houston wants, and 2, role players. We got young Dante Exum and Rodions Kuru. And they're not really much game changer, especially that Dante Exum's on injury. He won't be returning in a month. But the big win is that Rafael Stone had traded for Kevin Porter's, whose last year was averaging 10 points, 3.2 rebounds, and 2.2 assists. Now, Kevin Porter is, he's kind of a wild card right now, but, well, the whole Houston Rockets committee right now is a wild card right now. But trading him for a second round pick because that locker room drama that he caused in Cavaliers, and he demanded trade. We all knew with no doubt that he will get traded, and the Houston Rockets pulled that triggered on him and got it. And so with Kevin Porter's, they get a young guy who can, like, I don't. Some people are like exaggerating, saying the next James Harden. I don't think that, but he can spread the floor, he can shoot 3, and he has a lot of potential to bring in this crew, and he is excited himself. With that, we are looking at John Walls, Victor Oladipo, Daniel House, PJ Tucker, and Christian Woods on the starting lineup. And the current bench, yes, Jayshawn Tate's, apparently the Rockets are playing him at point guard as their backup right now. Then got Kevin Porter's, Eric Gordon's, David Nawab, and DeMarcus Cousins. Now, I wouldn't say this team will be a very scary team that any team will face up, like against the Lakers or the Bucks, but this is a promising team for the future and the now. Now, right now, they are the 12th seed, Houston Rockets. Not doing great, but they're building up chemistry. They are on 17th, ranked 17th in the NBA right now. And yeah, you could take a look at the stats yourself. And my prediction is that they will be the 8th seed. I think they will be barely making the 8th seed, but around there. But if they can exceed my expectation and get a bit higher, I wouldn't say I'm surprised because there's a lot of potential with this team. And the truth is that the future is bright, and they will make the playoffs this season. If you guys are still here while the music's being cued, please check out these 2 videos. I know you guys will like it. And also, please subscribe. It will really help a lot. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Get you back up again. The things you try, and things that you won't regret. We are kings of the world, and tonight is a big girl. We are kings of the world, and anywhere is so